that time for PS5 Pro.
Yeah, definitely. So, the only other thing to talk about in terms of the state of play is the age
state
of Kojima.
The Kojima block, baby. My personal favorite slurp time of the state of play. Oh, man. Only Kojima, man.
So, I guess we should start with the obvious.
We got 14 games plus Kojima. Great.
Kojima. Death Stranding 2. Like, okay, so for me, I'm not a huge fan of Death Stranding 2, but I'm a huge Kojima fan. But Death Stranding 1 just didn't look appetizing to me from a gameplay perspective for me to like really get into.
Thank you for reminding me. I'm going to download that now.
Yeah, I've been meaning to play it actually.
Yeah, so Kojima is such a good storyteller in terms of cinematics and cutscenes and stuff like that like Death Stranding 2 from a graphical perspective, from like a character perspective, detail perspective, graphics, like it looks so enticing that you want to play. And then I wake up and I remember
that's the problem, bro. I hate how good he is at making things look good. And I'm sure the game is good, but it's one of those games, like I said when we were watching it, like it's one of those games that I can't take people's word for. Like I have to play it, or like I can't watch it. I'm just gonna try it
yourself. Yeah. Like you can't just like
because
watch them.
I am a huge fan of like those types of games where it's like you don't have to be shooting shit every 2 seconds. It doesn't have to be fucking fighting every 2 seconds or whatever. I do like the atmospheric type. Like I do like Journey's one of my favorite games. Right, you're not doing anything in that game. Like so, people are like Amazon delivery whatever. I'm like. I mean, listen, if the environments look cool,
weirdo, right?
Yeah, if the environments look cool and it's atmospheric and it's immersive and it feels like, immersive to play. Like that's what I got from this Death Stranding 2 trailer. It was like I was like, damn, some of these environments look crazy. Some of this shit like looks like it would just be fun just to roam around it. You know what I mean? Like
one thing that Kojima's always done well, aside from his hour-long cinematics, is just immersive,
which this game has.
Yeah, which this game has in spades apparently, because people really, really like the story of the first game. From what I'm hearing, like when they play it, they said the further you get into it, the better it gets with everything, because you're just confused, right? But one thing that Kojima's really good at is that just immersiveness and having you feel the part of the character you're playing. And I think people see the gameplay and they're like, sure, like Amazon delivery, man, but like I think like feeling the character's stress, feeling the character's psychological state, Kojima's really good at. And it even had a meter in Metal Gear Solid 4. You had a stress meter, and you was stressed. You was definitely stressed in some of those situations there, where you're trying to manage your stress, you're trying to manage everything, right? Like so,
because you old.
Didn't he like smoke and his stress would go up or some shit, or it would go down?
I think you smoked, your stress would go down, but you would cough and be alerting, and your health would also drop.
That was so fucking funny.
And you could listen to music on your iPod in game and actually lower your stress, and look at porn too. Yeah, all those things lowered your stress. Excellent. I mean, they do it in real life too, so it's realistic, right?
Yeah.
Excellent.
But this game definitely
Cosmic's favorite pastime.
Interesting characters, such as the one it looked like some Joker looking guy with the fucking chainsaw.
Troy Baker's
that motherfucker. That shit looks fire. Like, and then it reminded me of how dope fucking Kojima's cutscenes always are. And I'm like, I'm gonna play the game. Yeah. Like this dude is like a master at fucking his cutscenes in games. Like there's no game that I can think of that tops like Metal Gear Solid 4 or 5.
Cinematic storytelling.
All of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I don't know why I'm excluding them. They're all fucking bro. Metal Gear Solid 3 was one of my favorite games for that. Like that was one of the, I don't want to say one of the first, because obviously 1 and 2 had it, but 3 was the first game for me where I was like, wow, this shit is genius.
3 was when he took the leap where it's like, this is like a 1960s espionage Bond type movie. Like he really went full movie cinematic. Right. That was great.
I was like, wow, okay.
And that Snake Eater song.
Of course. Yeah. The opening song. Pure Bond.
So I mean, it looks interesting. There's obviously a lot of stuff, and then I don't really understand all the context of it because I didn't really play Death Stranding 1, but it looks enticing for sure. And then so that's coming out. Did they say release date? I don't think they did. I think
I don't remember.
If they have a release date for it yet.
I don't think they have a release. Oh, 2025. No.
Oh yeah. That's what they say. Yeah.
2025.
And I was like, yeah, typical Kojima.
Yeah, but the other thing is that Hideo Kojima, along with PlayStation, because they put a knife to his throat, is making a new action espionage game. So something in the tail of Metal Gear or something like that.
I don't think they put a knife to his throat. I think that they got on their hands and knees. That's what I think. I don't think Sony. Sony probably desperate for that motherfucker to make a new Metal Gear type of thing.
They're probably giving him like $2 billion.
Yeah, right. I think they were on their hands and knees at Kojima's doorstep, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, they're like, Kojima, look, listen, this Death Stranding thing is cool, but
yeah, Kojima's like, I don't need y'all. Y'all need me. That's what he was saying.
They let this motherfucker fly in whoever he wants to fucking scan them and put them in his video game. Look,
you heard the dude like he was like, we're gonna help you whichever way we can, Kojima. Don't worry. What was he saying? Yeah, we gotta pull that back up later. Because he was saying crazy. I was like, damn, the Slurpee is just crazy right now.
But the thing is, I don't hate on that guy because I also want. I want a new action espionage game from Hideo Kojima.
I don't blame him at all. Like,
because, and here's the thing with that, because that game is coming out, say 2030 at the earliest.
Hold on, pause.
Right?
Didn't the majority of the team he was working on at Konami, didn't they go with him? I think they did, right?
I'm not sure. A couple of the
people that did.
I think like the key heads went with him. Like,
yeah.
So that'd be dope, man. I'm with it.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Sorry, this is way off topic, but do you remember that there was like a letter that was written by Konami devs on the release of, or after the release of Metal Gear Solid 5, maybe when like Survive was announced or something like that? That if you look at the letter and the first like letter from each sentence in the letter, they put something like Kojima was right or some shit, some wild shit.
That's crazy,
it was some crazy shit. I can't remember what it was, but it was. Some,
the crazy part is, man, Kojima was like in the gaming sphere. Kojima was basically like the face of Konami for like games, right? Because what other games? Don't get me wrong, they had Castlevania, they had all these other games, like right, but they have abandoned those games. So Metal Gear was like their thing.
I got it. Right? It says if you take the first letter of each of the last names on that page, it spells out KJP Forever, which could be interpreted as Kojima Productions Forever. Crazy.
That's actually sick.
Yeah, that was for the Metal Gear Survive dev, right? It was a hidden message.
I feel like I want this because I feel like Metal Gear Solid 5, I think, kind of suffered a little bit because of the things that were going on between him and like Konami at the time.
Well, the game was unfinished. They didn't let him finish the game.
Yeah, you could tell that's not what he wanted fully.
Because of
Yep. So you could tell that's not what he wanted. So I want a new game where he can do what he wants.
Exactly, and so
which could go either way because that sounds kind of scary letting Kojima do whatever he wants. Like, I don't know.
I mean,
we'll see.
Yeah, to be honest, to play devil's advocate, when Kojima had Metal Gear 2, Metal Gear 3, Metal Gear 4, even Metal Gear 5, he always had someone to kind of rein him down a little bit of some ideas because I heard some ideas that he had during development that he wanted to do, and I was like, "Oh, that would have made the game so much worse." I'm glad whoever was in his corner was like, "Hey, bro, listen, you creative and shit, but calm down, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to relax.
I'm gonna need you to relax, all right?" So yeah, I also have that.
Not everyone's on the same drugs.
Kojima does need someone to kind of. I mean, you should in any creative thing, you should always have someone who's willing to like, "Hey, man, there's a little, let's bring you down to reality a bit. How about this though?" But so that game is coming out 2030 at the earliest, right? And my thinking is, Konami, for the love of God, if you do not make like this is your time frame to like release a good Metal Gear Solid game, because if not, just sell all your franchises. Bro. This is my last plea because
they're not gonna.
No.
What cash cow?
Stupid. They're too dumb. Like, I'm sorry, they're too dumb. They let the Castlevania fucking wave just disappear. Like, they
that was huge. That was a huge.
These guys are dumb. Like,
fail, dude.
These guys are dumb. I'm sorry. Like, I don't see it happening. They just released the Metal Gear Solid. They're trying to release the collections and they're trash. Like again? Like, nah, bro. Like I have zero. Like maybe they will. If they do, Konami's in that state. Like where if they do, I'll be very surprised. Right? They're in the state that Capcom was in a few years ago. They're in the state that Square was in a few years ago. But Konami's much worse because they don't have any. They don't really have the IPs to fucking, just come in and swing it and shit. They don't have like Street Fighter, Devil May Cry, fucking Monster Hunter, all these big. They have like what? Castlevania, Metal Gear. I can't even remember what the fuck Konami has. That's how bad it is. Like, so.
No, but I think Konami owns a lot of shit. Like I'm
sure they do. I just don't remember any of them.
Yeah, like, because they don't have the talent or the
neither
talent.
do they.
They don't have the talent.
Silent Hill, but Silent Hill personally, I don't know. I'm sure people love it. Silent Hill was never that big of a franchise to me. I don't know how it did sales wise, but I don't think it did that amazing, or I would have known about it. I don't know. Obviously, Resident Evil took that.
I was more of a Resident Evil person.
Yeah, Resident Evil won that battle, but I don't know, man. I can't think off the top of my head of what IPs Konami even owns.
Bloody Roar. They own a lot of the franchises.
So dead. Yeah, we're never getting that again. Bomberman, okay. They milked the fuck out of Bomberman. Like, come on.
Contra.
And it's Contra. Oh,
Dance Revolution.
Yeah. They have some shit.
They
have that's what I'm saying. They have stuff where they can make a comeback, but they just don't have the talent.
I don't think any of those names. I personally don't think any of those names are big enough for a comeback, for a quote unquote comeback. Not even that. I don't think any of those IPs are big enough. Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't count.
No, like, Yu-Gi-Oh is its own monster.
It doesn't.
Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't really count.
Zone of the Enders
franchise in of itself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Zone. That's definitely more for like the niches. That's not big enough.
What did you just say?
Zone of the Enders.
Zone of the Enders.
Nobody playing that shit. Nobody cared about that shit. The only reason people even cared about that was for the fucking because of the fucking demo for what's it called?
For
fucking was it
Metal Gear
MGS2?
Solid 2? Yeah. Demo.
Yeah.
You man give a fuck about that shit. I'm sorry. Those games were not that great.
Yeah.
Adventure Island?
Shut up. You see what I'm saying? You're proving my point. Like a lot of these IPs aren't big enough for them to be like, oh yeah, we're back, right?
Castlevania and Silent Hill are the biggest ones. Castlevania, Silent Hill,
and Metal Gear.
But even if they had those IPs, like they just don't take advantage, as per evidence from like Castlevania, and that ship has sailed because it just sailed. And now all they have is Metal Gear, but no.
I personally don't think it's sailed because all you got to do is just make a good fucking game. You just make a good game and it'll do the work itself. Just make a game. Oh my god, I don't understand. Konami is like the most frustrating shit ever because
it is.
I grew up playing a lot of their shit.
I used to love Konami.
Remember hearing that? Like, remember that shit? Like,
fucking Turtles in Time, baby.
Like, Turtles in Time, bro.
Because of Castlevania, Metal Gear.
Like, damn,
and
bro.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, Konami was like one of my favorite fucking publisher. I was just like I was like between Capcom and Konami, you know what I mean? Like it was it used to be insane. Man. And I can't believe they missed out on that wave for Castlevania. Like you had every opportunity to make a brand new Castlevania game of some kind, and they made a mobile game.
Could you imagine a dope ass 3D Castlevania game? That's like fucking.
Yes, it's called Lords of Shadow.
Yeah.
No, please shut up. Like, like just go get like Platinum Games or something to make the combat for a Castlevania game, and, or like the God of War, like do something like Lords of Shadow was basically fucking God of War, but like do something fun with Castlevania, please, because I'm not really interested in. Yeah, we can keep getting 2D Castlevania games, but that's not AAA. I want a AAA Castlevania. You can make a AAA 2D game, yes, but nah, that's not what I want from Castlevania right now. I want Lament of fucking Innocence, like Lords of Shadow type shit.
They could absolutely just do this, what has been done or being done by Metroid, where they released Dread and now they got Metroid Prime 4 and Prince of Persia. Got a sick ass Prince of Persia 2D side-scrolling game.
It's coming out, bro.
Do they have Metroid Prime 4?
Don't know what the fuck. Who knows? They could absolutely drop a bomb ass 2D side-scrolling game on Switch.
Prince of Persia didn't sell
everything. True, but
you know what I'm saying? So like, just fucking revive Castlevania with a AAA 3D game. Just do it. Like, you have all this pachinko money. What the fuck are you doing, man? They gonna spend all the
they're making more pachinkos.
Yeah, exactly. They gonna spend their budget on fucking having the crazy ass Unreal Engine 5 cutscenes at the pachinko machine. Like, can't believe it. And then we get this. Wait, we're still getting that fucking Metal Gear Solid 3. What is it, Delta or some shit like that?
Delta.
Yes,
Yep.
that remake.
Bro, if that shit is ass, I'm done with Konami, bro. It's one of my favorite games of all time. That shit is ass. It's over, bro. Done with them. They can just bury themselves.
Kojima involved. I don't.
It doesn't matter. You don't need Kojima to make a fucking remake.
It's literally like it literally seems like they're just making a 1-to-1 remake with better graphics.
Yeah, but they can fuck that up. You can fuck that up. It's very easy to fuck that up.
Exactly.
And if anyone can fuck it up, sure is gonna be
Konami.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna be like, microtransactions. Oh, you want some fucking, you want your camos? Buy them.
Oh, you want your camo? Fucking $5 a camo, bro.
You need more silencers for your gun?
Yeah. You need some snakes to eat? Here you go.
Oh, you need ammo? Oh, man.
Yep. Konami would do this. Konami would do this, bro.
Well, man, I just kind of hope whoever's in charge kind of steps down, bro. But
they making them rich. Why would they make them stand down? Yeah, he making them rich. Hell no. Yeah.
Well,
those pachinko machines booming. Apparently.
Well, in any case, Kojima may give us one more, espionage game. How
old is Kojima?
Looking forward to it. I think he's probably looking
interesting.
50s.
You're looking old, man.
I'm surprised Jeff didn't hop out of the fucking background with the. Like,
no,
damn.
Jeff is flying over Japan.
Kojima is 60 years old.
Damn, that's crazy.
He saw that trailer. He saw that trailer.
He was like, "All right, Kojima, I'll be there tonight. Had the drinks ready." Like,
I want someone to look at me the way Jeff Keighley looks at Kojima.
For real,
bro. Look, Jeff Keighley's gonna get married to someone, and then she's gonna look at how he looks at Kojima.
Oh man, she could be like, "Man, why don't you should have married him instead?" Like, damn, that's crazy. I love Kojima though, man. I'm excited to see what he does.
I gotta say, I am excited. I'm super excited.
I'm excited.
I'm downloading Death Stranding as we speak.
I'm excited, but I do feel that, and I kind of maintain this idea that Kojima's kind of low key done with games, and he's trying to make his move into the movie career business somehow, some way,
possibly.
I mean, because he's already making a movie on Death Stranding. That's in development right now, and I think he's going to use that to jump the bridge into it. So after
when you're creative, you want your shit. You want to, make your fucking.
He always wanted to do that, though.
Yeah,
that's
when
what
you're creative, you want to stomp. You want to have your stamp on fucking everything at a certain point. He's getting to that age, right, where his legacy. Does he even have kids? I don't even know. I don't know anything about. Like I literally know nothing about Kojima, bro.
I don't think he does. Does he? I don't think.
I don't know.
I don't think kids are a factor.
Who knows?
I think he fucking, but I don't think he has kids. I don't know. What does Google say?
I'm looking right now. I don't see anything.
Think he has a son?
Oh, he has a son. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he does? Oh, wow.
This is the Kojima and wife debating on naming son either Michael or Fragile
Baby Man. Yo, Kojima needs to get off the drugs, man. Kojima needs to get off the drugs ASAP, man.
This is Reddit, so I take it with a grain of salt.
No, but it's Kojima, so I don't take it with a grain of salt.
That's true too.
He has two kids, apparently.
Let's take it with a huge grain of LSD.
Yeah, right?
Whatever the Kojima's taking.
All right, well, he has two kids. There you go.
I didn't know that. I feel like he's one of those
very private, man,
figures where I don't even want to know his private shit because he's so enigmatic, right? I just be like, I don't even want to know. Like whenever he pops up on stage, I just want that to be hit like a moment. Because whenever Kojima pops up on stage, it's like, oh shit, what's he gonna show now? Like Kojima is just that guy. I hate to say it, I hate to, but
I mean,
it's true.
Man,
like
the kids know when Uncle Jeff comes over, they gotta leave the room.
Yeah, right. Like Kojima's he's just dope. He's fire.
Nah, Kojima's the best, man. I love Kojima. Even though he's
the thing about Kojima though, he doesn't seem pretentious. That's the thing about it, right? He doesn't seem like a I don't want to say names, but y'all know who I'm Naughty Dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to say no names, but he doesn't seem like pretentious like that. He seems like he just enjoys what he does and likes drugs.
My favorite thing is
he has to do the amount of drugs that he has to do to make the shit that he makes. No
my favorite game is the Twitter game where it's like, did Kojima like this movie? Because
if he makes like an essay about it, he liked it.
He tweets about it, and if he writes a long thing, he loved it. And if he just says, "I just saw," for example, the most recent one, "I just saw Aquaman 2." Someone replies, "He fucking hated it."
He hated it. I love that, man, bro.
Like favorite thing now. Ugh.
Yeah, so all in all, that was the Sony State of Play. So it was alright.
I gave it a C.
Yeah. Upon retrospect, I did think they didn't have a lot of new things that they announced. I mean, some of the stuff was new that we didn't know about, but there wasn't like any bangers out there. I feel like they're just, giving updates. They just stuff, which is
showed stuff that I guess they usually show stuff that we are getting in the near future, in the next few months, right?